Hey, it's Sushi here. Today I just came to discuss why I've been uploading. I think it's better to start at the very beginning of my channel. So when I began my channel, I think I was very I guess high confident, very very proud of my art, but I also I think I had a very big ego about it. Something about I felt like was gonna happen with my channel is eventually gonna reach a very high level of subs where I was able to make money. And that was something that was, I guess, something that I kept in mind for a majority of my channel, and I feel like that's really hindered me now, because at this point it's been 6, 7, 8 months. It's been a lot of months since I've made the channel, but at the same time I haven't gone to where I wanted to go with it. It was not the money making option I had planned on. I didn't know that I wasn't how to better put this in terms, I wasn't making money like I wanted to. My channel hadn't gotten up as far as subs as I wanted to, and it seemed like it plateaued. And that was something that kind of really discouraged me. And also, I think it's also all the promises I've made about making art pieces and such. So that, on top of that, really discouraged me. Oh, and also my promises to myself about my content I make discouraged me, because I want to make better content. It's not just putting out content like this has speed paints and stuff. I want to actually put in more effort with that stuff rather than just putting in a speed paint with no sound in the back. I feel like that's kind of cruel personally, because I myself would not listen to a speed paint. I watch a speed paint if it didn't have music, and heck, if the commentary isn't that good, then I probably wouldn't want to listen to that either. About the money thing as well, I was also at a point in my life where I felt very insecure. I felt like I had to make money soon because of college. The fear that coming in the coming years, it's very worrying. The idea that I might not be able to pay for that, and that I'm gonna have this huge debt on my back, was something that really bad for me. It wasn't healthy to be scared of that and go to YouTube to do that, especially since in the end YouTube was I just watched it mainly. I didn't put out good content. I didn't put as much effort as I should have put in my content, and I think that's something that I do look back on is kind of sad, because I could be making better content had I actually tried more. And that's also why it ties back into the money issue, because in the end, if you're only doing something for money, the chances of you putting a lot of effort in it, as much effort in it as if you love something like that, isn't as greater. So I think that was something that was bothering me as well. I did enjoy putting stuff out there because you guys are really nice, and thank you for your comments. They're really nice, and I'm glad I can look at them and I can just it puts a little smile on my face. And that's the thing though about my channel though, was just that I think that was the motive behind a lot of the stuff that I eventually forgot about, but it still lingered in my mind, I guess, because I did enjoy it, but that fear of college still existed, and it still I still thought about it, and it still affected how I treated my channel, which I should have did better. Should have made better content, and that's why I'm planning to try to do better with my content. That's why I haven't been uploading a lot, because I haven't made it's hard to do better content, and I'm a very lazy person. I don't get things done like I should. I don't get homework done. I do get homework done. I don't get all of it done the day it should be done. I'm not responsible very much. You can probably see that at this point if I promised you something and it's not been given, because I also need to work on that better, making promises I can actually keep. if I promise you an art gift, I'm not sure if I can fully go through with it now. I mean, I can still, if you still can bring that to my attention, minus the art trade, I do know I still need to do this art trade with Billy Crossroom. Thank you for the initiation of it, initiating of it. Sorry, but I haven't been able to finish that as well because I've also just been dying in general. That's what happened with art. I feel like it's kind of just died off, and something that I think this happens a lot in my life is that I do have these little bouts of enjoyment or passion in this stuff, but I don't keep it. I don't like foster that. And in turn, I don't like my my art eventually dies down. My channel has died down, and that's also why I've stopped uploading as well. The goal of what I wanted to do didn't come to fruition, and it kind of seemed pointless since I was just stuck. I was plateaued, which I also think sucks in general, even if I'm not thinking about making money, because something that helps YouTubers go forward is the ability that their channel is going to grow. But I think this 155 plateau that I've been on, I think for a month or two, I think it's a good challenge to get up of and actually start improving my craft a lot better rather than just posting stuff and hoping so because I think I just need to better make content or just put myself out there when I'm ready to. That's also something that happened at the very beginning, that I was just very cocky that I joined in some art contest and I got my ego pummeled, which I actually think was a good thing. But also something about this channel that I really did enjoy was what this taught me. Being on the internet and having a channel has helped me realize the responsibility of what I say on the internet. Because it's gonna stay and it will affect my channel for however long, or whatever I say could always end up coming back to me. It helped me think about that, and it also helped me see about all this stuff that happens in comment sections that I don't really need to engage in. Like, for example, there's all these people, I feel like most comment sections, if you look in big videos, they end up going sour at some point. I used to be that type of person who I felt like could stop arguments, I guess, in comment sections. But I've realized that I don't need to really interfere with stuff like that. It's none of my business, and it's none of my, I don't need to put myself in a situation like that. Something else that I've also learned about this channel is, I guess, relationships as well. For example, I do enjoy talking with people online, but there have been a few people who have done done extra for me, and I feel like I've tried to put a bit extra in them that I feel like were good relationships as well, and I feel like there's also been commenters who did put a lot of time in their comments, and then there's commenters that didn't, who put a comment just for being kind people. And it's really nice either way to have them as well, but it also shows what type of people I can put a lot of effort in as well, and people I don't have to put a lot of effort in as well. And not to take things too seriously, I guess. And also trying to better think out how I approach situations online. Because I feel like there were a few situations online that it helped me realize I should, since I am on the internet, and I can try as good as I can to approach certain things that are that can be very sensitive. And it's also there's just a lot of things on the internet that helped me realize that I don't even need to expose myself to a lot of dark content as well. But yeah, just talking with other people as well in the community that I used to consider myself part of the Wings of Fire community, but I've realized that if I wanted to actually be part of that community, then I should make Wings of Fire content. It didn't feel right for me that to be there or to consider myself parts of those people, because in the end, they were very nice people, but I myself was not interested in that, and I was searching for the wrong thing there, of trying to find people there when they, in the end, wanted to involve themselves with the, Wings of Fire, rather than just, like, searching for some sort of, just a community in general, which I was searching for, some group I could call myself as, which was kind of unhealthy thinking. Because in the end, I don't really need to call myself a part of any group. Because as long as I guess I got a little group like you guys, I think that I'll be alright. I think that's it about my channel. I think it sucks that I plateaued, but I shouldn't have given up, I guess, a few weeks ago. I think that's also something. That's the final thing that put the nail in the hammer for me. Was, I guess, in a way, I kind of quit, I guess, for this month. I felt like this channel wasn't going to go anywhere, but who cares if it goes anywhere? Who cares if it stays at 155 or it goes to thousands? Who cares if my content gets better, or maybe I just stay the same? Because in the end, it's the memories I make on here. It doesn't really matter where I go, as long as I have a good time going there, right? That's the spirit, As long as you enjoy the process, that's all that matters, and that's the point of art. Which it's a very important lesson as well. I highly hope you guys stick to that. Also, with this art piece, I'm gonna give some extra context with it. It was, I started it in May, but I wasn't able to finish it because the last 2 weeks, it took me around 2 weeks afterwards. I created the rough draft for it, I guess you could say. But by then, my passion for it, I guess, had started dying out, because it's easier for me to make something within the first few days and then work on it. But at that point, I feel like my love for that art piece, for that sketch, wasn't as vivid. And also, I had to do a background as well, which is why I stopped at the background. Because at that point, it started to get detailed. I felt like it'd be kind of cheating in a way if I were to use no more than just cheating, but like have it look wrong if I used a painter, like some sort of brush for it. So I didn't use a brush for it, but at this point I had put like lines so I could put where the rocks would be and go into detail, which I think is the scariest part of an environment. I think I just need to watch a few videos, but I did enjoy doing the smoke and other parts of the background. I think I just need to work on rocks as well. Sorry. Well, anyways, have a great